Another round of Sneakers Instant Got Em is here, and I want to share some tips with you guys to make sure that you can earn the Sneakers Got Em yourself, not only for this particular round, but for future rounds as well, to make sure that you're one of the lucky participants, because this is absolutely OP. You're literally able to choose any single sneaker that's going to be dropping on the Sneakers app that's a non-shock drop or Sneakers Pass or any hunt related. If you see it on the upcoming tab, like it's scheduled, it could be any of those as long as it's within the time frame. And this one specific time frame is going to be April 22nd to May 31st. And obviously, as you guys know, there is a lot of really incredible releases in between that span. Like we got the Nigel Jordan 4 brick after brick. We got the Travis Scott Jordan 1 lows. We got the Toro Bravo Jordan 4s, which I have an update for, which we're gonna get into later in the video as well. But before we jump into the Sneakers Instant Got Em and the tips I have for you, just wanted to share some early info for stock numbers. First, we got the Jordan 11 Low UNC. These are dropping tomorrow. I know a lot of you guys were curious about these, but unfortunately, stock numbers on these are just way too high. There's going to be 36,000 pairs dropping on Nike US. Obviously, you guys know Jordan 11 Lows are not the most hyped, and those stock numbers for Jordan 11 Low is just going to be too high for resale. But if you want a personal pair, I do think that it's unlikely that the large sizes are going to go on sale. I think if you need a small size, there's definitely a chance that those go on sale though, so you might want to be patient for those. But yeah, overall pretty high stock. And I also just wanted to recap some stock numbers for releases we just saw. So first, the Kobe 5 Caitlin Clark. We just reviewed these in a short. Hopefully you guys saw it in time, but there was 14,000 pairs dropped for these, which is not that high for a Caitlin Clark Kobe 5. It's pretty high for many other Kobe's, but for Caitlin Clark Kobe, obviously we knew these were still going to be profitable. Maybe not like $200 profit, but obviously you should have went for these. Like, this is very clearly profit. Some in the comments was saying something along the lines of like, oh, they're not reselling for this much profit. Why are they only going for like slightly over retail? Like, dude, it's obviously still profitable. Obviously, I'm trying to make the short as engaging as possible to give you guys information that's going to help you. Like, it's going to make you money. Stop fucking complaining. And when it comes to those Nike Mind 001s, Nike is being very strategic in keeping these limited. A lot of these only had about 200 to 500 pairs released, so it makes sense why they're still reselling for so much. So obviously, you want to make sure you're going for these Mind 001s, and Nike is not the easiest place to cop these, believe it or not. A lot of other websites are constantly restocking these, and people are hitting multiple pairs manually. Just pay attention to the monitors inside the Discord group, guys. Literally, it's been the easiest way to double your money off these restocks. Like, one guy got 3 pairs off a restock just recently manually. This is without a bot, and these are crazy profit. Like, the ROI on these is insane. So if you want the best monitors, consider joining us in Endurance, not only for monitors, but obviously for other early info, like for sneaker shock drops that might be coming up as well. Anything like that, consider joining us. Anyway, next up, we have the Air Max 95 Big Bubble. I told you guys that these had 4,000 pairs. And while that seems like very low stock when comparing them to Jordans and even the Kobe's we just talked about, for an Air Max 95, it's really not that low. It's pretty typical of what we see, actually a little higher than most general release Air Max 95 releases we see. So I told you guys, yeah, the demand's not really there for these with 4,000 pairs on Nike, and it made no sense why a bunch of were causing violence outside the Palace release. Yes, police actually had to shut this release down because it got so chaotic. All for some bricks. It made no sense to me, but you know, it's just natural selection the way some of these people will face consequences. But here I am trying to give you guys actual information, and you know, people just want to complain in the fucking YouTube shorts. Anyway, also just another quick update. Union is going to be doing another collaboration on Dunk Lows. I personally really liked the last Dunk Lows they did, but even those kind of died down in hype. So this next round of Dunk Lows, they're going to have to look really good to be profitable, and I'm pretty skeptical right now considering how dog the recent look that we got from Brandon actually looks. It actually looks abysmal. I don't think Union could have done any worse. Let me know if you guys disagree in the comments, but yeah, this is pretty terrible. Also, just an update for the Toro Bravo Jordan 4s. These are now going to be pushed to May 30th. They're still releasing, don't worry. You're gonna have to be patient, trust me. I want these just as much as you guys, but the time will come. And the last update before we talk about Sneakers Instant Got Em, the Bad Bunny slides are going to be dropping sometime this summer, so that's something to look forward to. Even though I don't know the exact retail just yet, I am pretty optimistic about profitability for these. I'm imagining it's going to be a reasonable retail, obviously, but yeah, keep your eyes on these. I'm pretty optimistic about them. Now, the Nike Sneakers Instant Got Em. We got some more data since the last round because we got to see some people tweet out that they won, and I actually investigated some of these people's Twitters. I mean, it's public. And I wanted to see like prior purchases they've made or how often they talk about sneakers. And at least these people that were tweeting out, it did genuinely seem like these were avid sneaker collectors, people who are really into sneakers, not just somebody who logs into Nike sneakers one time and gets lucky on a release. So one thing we know for sure is you have to have at least a couple of purchases. That much is obvious, but these people also don't look like regular resellers who just only care about reselling. It looks like people who genuinely care about the hobby of collecting, and those are the kinds of people that are most certainly engaging with the sneakers prompts that they load up. So the things like the sneakers polls, the things like the sneakers stories, these people are very likely engaging with those kinds of posts, and I absolutely think that this matters to be selected. So whenever you guys see these things pop up, you might think it's meaningless. I highly encourage you guys to engage with it. It literally only takes a couple of seconds, and it could not only guarantee you a win like this in the future, but it'll also probably increase your chances of receiving general exclusive access on releases, and also just being more likely to be selected on a Leo drop or a draw. So I always encourage you guys to engage with those stupid marketing tactics that you see on the sneakers app. Like when you see the sneakers poll, the sneakers stories, always try to make sure you're engaging with them. And the last thing is, it also seems like these people are not the types of people to have multiple accounts. Now that doesn't mean you shouldn't have multiple accounts, but what you should definitely make sure is that you keep one account logged in for a long duration of time on your same device. I would not be surprised if Nike Sneakers is factoring in the duration of the login to see if like your device ID is being changed on the account. So just try to keep it on one device. Like you have your main account, you put that on your phone. Any other accounts you have those for those select devices, and you try not to swap them. Keep it on the same one. And then the most important thing is to make sure that you actually take advantage when you win. Make sure you're checking your email leading up to the date, because they don't send them all at once. And a lot of people have said, like, thanks for the heads up, I found this in my spam folder on the last run. So these are like promotional emails, so they might not be going to your primary. You have to make sure you go into that promotions tab and you actually search for these. So search for anything from Nike.com, for example, because there's a high chance it's not just going to be in your primary folder, and you definitely would not want to find out later that you missed out on this opportunity, especially this round, because there's a lot of heat that's coming. Now, I already told you the terms, but I just want to read out precisely what it says, just so you know. This offer applies exclusively to Nike footwear listed in the upcoming tab of the Sneakers app with a launch date during the Sneakers Instant Got Em offer period. Styles released as surprise launches, such as shock drops or local pickups like Sneakers Pass, are not eligible. And now let's say you hypothetically win. How do you actually take advantage? Eligible participants must submit their product request at least 3 business days prior to the sneakers launch date. Once a selection is made, it is final and cannot be changed. Product availability is not guaranteed even if requested with the Sneakers Instant Got Em. So there you have it, pretty straightforward. And yes, it doesn't matter how limited these are. I actually saw somebody use these on the bin Jordan 6s, and you guys know those were limited to, what was it, 2,000 or 2,300 pairs. Obviously, very limited sneaker, resold for a ton. It doesn't matter how limited it is. It could be the Travis Scotts, it could be the Nigels. So this is a big deal, and I think as Sneakers is rolling this out, they're increasing the amount of winners more and more, and it's going to be the people with accounts that seem like avid sneaker collectors, because Nike's trying to make this as legitimate as possible. So if you're not someone who regularly engages in those practices on the Sneakers app, you have to fabricate that to a degree, and you have to spend a little time doing it. Anyway, that's going to conclude it for today. Remember, consider joining us inside of Endurance for early info or the best monitors to take advantage of some of these restocks and much more. Other than that, though, have a great rest of your day.